why she feels healthy, steady love boring. It's because of her childhood or something. You know what's confusing? A woman can meet a man who is calm, consistent, emotionally safe, and instead of feeling at peace, she feels bored. She starts to question herself, why don't I feel anything? But the truth is, it's not that she can't feel love. It's that her body learned a different version of it. If she grew up in an environment where love felt unpredictable, where she had to earn attention, where emotions were intense, up and down, her nervous system adapted. Chaos felt familiar. Tension felt like connection. Uncertainty felt like desire. So now, as an adult, when love is steady, calm, safe, her mind says, this is good, but her body whispers, this is missing something, and that something is the chaos she once called love. She looks calm on the outside, but inside, she feels disconnected. He texts her consistently. He shows up, or don't make her guess, and somehow, that makes her pull away. She takes longer to reply. She overthinks small things. She tells herself, maybe he's just not my type. Not because she's not used to a love that doesn't hurt. She doesn't stay where love feels calm. She stays where it feels familiar. She ends up with a man who confuses her. With him, she feels the highs, the butterflies, the obsession, but also the low, the anxiety, the waiting. And she tells herself, this must be love because I feel so much. But what she's really feeling is not love. With the emotionally unavailable man, she feels anxious, always waiting, always guessing. With the unpredictable one, she feels excited, then drained, then addicted. And with the one who pulls away, she feels the need to chase, to prove, to earn love. And every time she whispers, this feels so real, but deep down, it only feels real because it feels like her past. It's the same emotional pattern she never got to heal. She doesn't choose the safest love. She chooses the one that feels familiar. In those relationships, she doesn't feel like herself. She overthinks every message, reads between lines that aren't there, waits for replies, like they define her worth. When he pulls away, she leans in closer. She gives more, tries harder, hoping to feel chosen. He calls it love, but it feels like anxiety, like walking on emotional glass. And somehow, she stays, even before she enters the relationship. You can already see it. She feels drawn to the unavailable one, the one who's hard to read, hard to reach. The calm, consistent man, she feels nothing. No spark, no pull. But the one who confuses her? Suddenly she's thinking about him all day, checking her phone, replaying every word. She calls it chemistry, but it's not connection. It's the beginning of an emotional addiction. She doesn't fall for the man who feels safe. She falls for the one who feels uncertain. He's charming, but inconsistent. Warm one day, distant the next. He knows how to make her feel special. Then disappears, just enough to make her chase that feeling again. He doesn't give her stability, he gives her moments. And she holds on to those moments, like they mean something deeper. Because to her, this intensity feels like love. Even when it quietly breaks her. She tries to leave, she really does. But every time she pulls away, it comes back just enough. A message, a moment, a little warmth, and suddenly all the pain fades, and hope comes rushing in again. Her mind knows it's not right, but her body is already attached to the feeling. It's not just him she's holding on to. It's the version of love she's been trying to fix for years. She doesn't think about the future. She just wants the feeling to finally stay. So she marries him first. It feels like Siwon. He chose her. He stayed. But slowly, the same patterns come back. The distance, the confusion, the emotional ups and downs. She starts to feel alone, even when she's not, and her daughter grows up watching. She learns that love is unstable, that a woman has to wait, to hope, to endure. Her son watches too. He learns that love can be inconsistent, that presence is optional, that emotions don't need to be safe. Not always, but often enough. The pattern continues until one woman decides to see it clearly and choose something different. She doesn't need to find a better man. She needs to understand herself. She slows down and starts noticing what she feels drawn to and what actually feels safe. Instead of chasing intensity, she chooses consistency, even when it feels unfamiliar. Even when it feels quiet, she learns to sit with peace without running away from it. And little by little, her definition of love changes. Not something she has to earn, but something that feels safe, steady, and finally hers. It was never about the men, it was about the pattern she didn't see. The moment she realizes that what felt like love was only familiarity, everything changes. Because healing isn't about finding someone new, it's about becoming the woman who no longer feels at home in what once hurt her. And from that moment on, she doesn't chase love anymore. He chooses it. There's something I wish every woman knew before love. I put it in the description for you. It's not for everyone. For women who choose themselves, subscribe to Kaketeji.